Hi everyone. Today I wanted to show you quickly, or maybe not so quickly, how you can create a test bank in Canvas and then pull from the test bank to actually create a test of random questions. So again, the test bank usually is a larger set of questions, and then you can create a test, a much smaller set. You can pull from a larger set to a smaller set at random from Canvas. So let me just show you quickly how we do that. The first thing we want to do is actually build a question bank. Now there's a few easier ways to do it using the Respondus test making tool. However, I just want to show you the long way during this example, and then we can discuss shorter ways at some other time. So the first thing I'm going to do is you'll notice that I'm in a class here. And so what I want to do is quickly go to the quizzes menu first. So you go to quizzes where your quizzes would normally live. You can see I have no tests out here right now. And to get to my test banks, in the upper right hand corner of the screen, I'm going to click on these three little dots, or the quizzes menu, and choose manage question banks. So manage question banks there. Okay, and so you can see I have some junk in here already from somewhere else. I have no idea where this came from, so I'm not really worried about it at this time. But what I want to do is go ahead and add a new question bank. Okay, and I'm going to give the question bank a name. So this is going to be my essay questions question bank. Okay, and then once I do that, now I can click on it. And now I can start adding questions. All right. So what I'm going to add are several questions, essay questions. I'm going to show you how to do one, then I'll do a few more, and then we'll move over to how to pull that into a test. So I want to go ahead and click on Add a Question there, and you'll notice at the top of each question that you have a way to put. You can put a number here, or you can call it whatever. If you want to put it by chapter, you can put something here. It's really not necessary to do anything, but you can add some sort of chapter designation or whatever up here. And then right next to that, you have the type of question you wish to add. In this case, I'm going to choose an essay question, all right, or a long answer type question. So an essay question. There, okay? And then however many points that you want this to be. So if you're going to have a 10 question test or whatever out of a question bank of 20, then you can simply, choose that it will be 10 points apiece or whatever, however many points that you want to make it 100%. And then here all I need to do then is if I have a Word document or whatever, that has essays in it, I can simply just paste my essay questions here, all right, and then simply click Update Question. And there's my first question, all right. And so I'm going to go ahead and do several more, and I will see you in just a moment. And now through the miracle of editing, I'm going to add my last question. Again, doing the same process that I've been doing by adding the 10 points here, essay question, and then copying my essay question and pasting it in. You could obviously type these in if you wanted to. I just happened to steal these from a bank and then update your question. And now I've got 20 questions in here. So I'm going to go back through here and just sort of look at each one to make sure there's no misspellings and make sure my point values are okay. Now I deliberately made a mistake on one of these here to show you how you can correct things like this. So you can see, and this question here is only worth 1 point. It should be 10 like the rest. So I'm going to click this little pencil icon, and then I can go up here and make any changes to this particular question, and now I've got this question set. So the rest of them should be okay as well. So now that you have your test bank created, you can always show the details here, and it'll show you the number of questions and so on. I can now go and create my tests. So I'm going to go back to my quizzes area here on the menu. And this time I'm going to start a test. So I have 20 essay questions. And so the idea here is I want to pick at random a number of questions that I can then give to my students, maybe 12 questions or whatever. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create the test, and I'm going to call it a name. So this will be, your British literature essay exam or something, okay? You can type in some instructions down here as well. And then, of course, you can choose, if you want to, of course, there's no shuffling of the answers since it's all essay. You can add your time limit if you want to give them X number of time to take the test, whether it's, 2 hours or maybe 120 minutes to take the test. You can also let them see what their responses are. Since there's really no correct answers to worry about, you don't have to worry about that either. You didn't add any correct answers to show them. This would be more for an online, a multiple choice type test or whatever. If you want them to focus on one essay at a time, you could show one essay at a time. And if you also chose for them not to be able to go back and look at a previous answer, you could always lock that as well. I'm going to leave that open. And I'm actually going to leave this to show multiple questions at a time, just to demonstrate how many questions are coming through in different at random. Then, of course, you remember you can assign your due date, when the test will be available, and all that. Now, what you can do next is go up here to questions, and this is where you're going to add the questions to your test. And so what you're going to do, because you want a random selection, at least in this particular case, you go to New Question Group and choose that. And you don't have to call, you can call the group anything you want. You could say, these are all, or whatever. And then you're telling it to pick, say, 12 questions at, 10 points apiece or whatever from a larger test bank. And then you're going to choose the link to a question bank here, and you're going to find those essay questions. There's the 20 questions there. Select that bank, okay, and create the group. Now, in doing that, now you have you're told that 12 questions will be pulled at 10 points apiece from the essay questions test bank we just created. Now you're ready to save and publish. Okay, perfect. Now, there it is. All right, so if we want to preview this, then what we can do is click on Preview. And here you're going to see, in random order, all of the different questions here that you can choose from. And there should be 12 of them. So it's pulling in 12 from that group. Now, if I were to back out of it, just take note of the first one there, click on it again, and preview it again, notice that I have a different set of questions this time. All right? And so for each student, it's going to be a different set of questions. So hopefully that will help you in doing that. So just to kind of recap very quickly, we went to quizzes first. We went up to these three little dots, chose Manage Question Banks, created a question bank, and then once you click OK, you select the question bank itself, and then we added each question, each essay question, and we chose the point value, an essay question, and then copied and pasted our questions in here. And once that's done, then you can go to your quizzes again to build your quiz, right? Give it a name, choose the parameters that you want to give your students, what kind of rules, how long they have, when it's going to be available, and all that. And then finally, in the questions, choose New Question Group to create a random selection of the questions. And then you choose 5 questions at random, however many you want, at however many points you want. And then link it to the question bank that you created. In this case, it's the essay questions. And now you've created a group. And it will pick 5 questions for that. Question group. All right. Save and publish, and your test is ready to give to your students. You can preview it here. And there you can see it's going to pull 5 questions at random this time. Okay, so I hope that helps. If you do have any questions, or if you need my assistance, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. If you do like these videos, please always remember that you can subscribe down over there as well to see future videos as they come available, or to visit my channel anytime for all the other videos that I've created. I hope this does help, and again, hopefully you will be able to build now some random tests, essay question tests, and a question bank that you can give your students randomized questions. So I hope that does help. Have a great day, and bye.